It's time for the Jesse T Show. I'm back with you here. We are live in the street. Dan the Man's right here. Say hi, Dan the Man.
Hi, Dan the Man. Oh, wait, I'm Dan the Man.
You're Dan the Man.
Mo Larry, Mo Larry.
Yeah. We want Carlos. We want. Oh, Lord, this is what I'm going out to dinner with tonight. I'm going out to dinner with Mo, Larry, and Curly. My three favorite guys were the Three Stooges. I like Groucho Marx and the Marx Brothers, but I think the Three Stooges were cool. Laurel and Hardy were really good too. Buster Keaton was kind of funny. But even Charlie Chaplin had some funny moments. But the Three Stooges were the best. That's what I think. They were the absolute best. So we're here at Norm's, and our new waitress here, because Carlos has decided to take the day off. Because remember, ready? Wait a minute, ready? We want Carlos. We want Carlos. So Carlos isn't here. That you are. Yeah, absolutely. She is much better looking than Carlos. Carlos is a cross between Nat King Cole and Johnny Mathis. And Johnny Mathis.
A macho Johnny Mathis.
Yeah, macho Johnny Mathis and Nat King Cole.
Yes.
That's Carlos.
That's interesting.
Yes. I know you people out here have no idea what we're doing here, but you know, this is the Jesse T Show, and we're broadcasting live on Facebook.com/Jesse Terrero. We're bridging out to Instagram live at Jesse Terrero. YouTube, Jesse Terrero will be up and running here in a little bit. But I decided that I had to go out and pick up Dan the Man today. He was sitting at a bus stop, and he just wouldn't let anybody alone at the bus stop. Would you, Dan the Man?
Public transportation is the way to go.
And scooters have come to the San Fernando Valley.
And away we go.
You know the scooters that you get at Venice and Santa Monica? They're now invading Ventura Boulevard, all the college campuses in the San Fernando Valley. Man. And Dan the Man, I actually saw him driving on one, Dan the Man.
I failed the DUI test and I hadn't even drank.
Oh man, that's like going out with a date and she comes up pregnant and you were in the other room. What happened? Oh Lord.
Are we ready?
We're always ready.
Okay, good.
Red velvet cake.
Red velvet cake.
Oh my goodness, you're gonna have dessert while I eat dinner? That's just not friggin' fair.
You can have dessert after.
I'd like to add something.
Add something.
I get no satisfaction, so I asked this guy who's fly. He said that Bunky Cole Medina. Break it down.
Break it down. Baby. Oh yeah. That's right. The Brown Beauty is on duty with our beautiful waitress. Look at her. Oh, she's so much more pretty than Carlos.
What are you having?
I'm going to have a vegetable omelet. Half the vegetables that you guys put in it, because you guys pack a lot of vegetables in your veggie omelet.
Okay, easy veggies.
Easy veggies. Does that mean the veggies are easy?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay. So I'm going to have a veggie, easy omelet veggie, and I can't have any bread because it's got carbs and it's not good for me.
Okay.
So do you guys have cornbread?
No.
No.
We have rolls, cheese toast,
Squaw bread.
biscuit.
Squaw bread.
You got a biscuit? Yeah. Do you think that's better than bread?
No, it's all the same.
It's all the same. Even wheat bread is.
Wheat bread is better than regular bread.
Is the squaw bread kind of low on carbs? Or is it better?
Oh, the prairie bread?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Yeah. Do you like this bread? I'll have no bread. Okay. Cottage cheese. No hash browns. I can't have
Fruit?
that. Yeah. Mixed fruit? and cottage cheese,
Okay.
and then I will have a lemonade.
Lemonade.
See, that's why lemonade has a lot of sugar in it, so I can't have the other stuff that has a lot of carbs in it, because it's sugar and carbs. Oh, it just blows me. I go sky high.
Go high, one or the other.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, that's right. Okay.
Now that we got that set up.
Now we got that set up. So we're at NORMS, and NORMS is a restaurant here in the San Fernando Valley that's been here for probably 60 years. Well, maybe 50 years. I've been coming here for a long time, and it's at Sherman Way in Woodman, and they are open 24 hours. And I think there's also a NORMS Standard Man down by the Sofitel Hotel on La Cienega. Yeah, but that NORMS isn't as good as this NORMS.
Correct.
This is probably the best NORMS.
There's a good one in Anaheim.
They have a good one in Anaheim?
Yeah.
Is that right by the Anaheim Stadium?
No. I'm trying to think of the name of the street.
You can't see it from the freeway, right?
No.
Okay, because I thought you could see it from. Oh, okay. Well, this NORMS is the best NORMS restaurant. Coffee shop, kind of old-fashioned food. Great waiters and waitresses. They make really good food. It's very fairly priced, and it's the most important thing. It's open 24 hours a day.
And in Anaheim, they had one of the best waitresses, Norma Lee.
Norma Lee.
Yeah, she was an excellent waitress.
Really, and our favorite guy here is Carlos. That's why we were saying we want Carlos. We want Carlos. Carlos has been here probably 30 years, and he's the best. He is the best. You know, you go to a place, you get to know the waiter, maybe the cook or somebody, and Carlos is like a fixture here. So if you ever come to NORMS on Woodman and Sherman Way, you ask to sit in Carlos's area, because he will serve you better than you've ever been served before by most waiters. He's very good.
He's excellent.
And he's a cross between Nat King Cole and Johnny Mathis. Okay. So, the Jesse T Show is on the road tomorrow. Tomorrow. Oh, you got to listen, Danny, man. And I'll tell you why. Because tomorrow, I have you on camera. Tomorrow, we have Jeannie Kasem, the wife of Casey Kasem, is going to check in with us for a half hour, because there's a murder investigation going on now that's been opened up by the district attorney where he passed away up north, because there's new evidence that came that quite possibly the marriage, the children from the second marriage, may had some challenges or issues in possibly maybe taking Casey Kasem out and murdering him. It's a murder investigation. Now, of course, it wouldn't be fair for me to say, you know, that it's absolute, because in our country, you're innocent until proven guilty. And of course, and of course, you have their side saying that Jeannie Sanders killed their dad. But we've got some new evidence. And so she's going to talk about this. And this evidence made the DA take the case and open up a brand new murder investigation there.
Wow.
Remember Casey Kasem, American Top 40?
Yes, American Top 40.
Yeah. Hi, this is Casey Kasem, American
Wasn't
Top
he
40.
originally on KRLA? On the Rebel Ground on KRLA?
Yes, he was, KRLA, and he worked at a station I worked at in Oxnard, KCAQ. He and Bob Eubanks and...
Emperor Bob Eubanks.
No, that was Emperor Hudson. Bob
Hudson.
Hudson. Bob Eubanks was the guy who brought the Beatles to the Hollywood Bowl in the first time.
And did he do the Newlywed Game?
Newlywed Game, and a couple of those games. Just, oh, you got me Victoria's Secret?
Wait,
wow.
Wait, what is Victoria's Secret? Can you tell me? I need mucho calcetines.
You're such a bad boy, man. Can't take you anywhere. Anyway, so mucho. Yes. All right. So anyway, Bob Eubanks brought the Beatles to the Hollywood Bowl. Dave Quinnen found Richie Valens and got him his first record contract.
From Pacoima.
And Emperor Bob Hudson was a morning guy at KRLA. He was 25 years, Emperor Bob Hudson. And the Hullabalooer, Dave Hull, was at KRLA, the Hullabalooer.
And he took over Earl Carroll's
Yes.
Moulin Rouge in Hollywood.
Moulin Rouge in Hollywood, right. Someone's
During
having, wait, it's his birthday. Yeah. Happy birthday. Yay! Okay. So, anyway, Casey Kasem was at KRLA and KCAQ in Oxnard before that, and he came from Oxnard into KRLA. And then of course, American Top 40. I met him when I was about 9 years old, 8, 9 years old, to my godfather, Harry Newman, because they were peers together at the time.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, well, that was interesting. And so, and oh, thank you, lemonade. Oh. Somebody has to watch the sugar. Once in a while, I treat myself to something like a lemonade. You don't know how good that is, let me tell you. And this man right here is getting a raspberry chocolate cake.
Red velvet.
Which is raspberry. Red velvet chocolate cake with this frosting in it you die for, and he's going to eat it in front of me. I mean, that is evil, dude.
Pure, unadulterated eval.
You're just an eval person. Okay. So, anyway, tomorrow we have a great show lined up for you. We want you to be there. You can do some call-ins at 424-227-9461 and talk to Jean Sanders if you want to. You may take some calls if she wants to. And then following her, we have a terrific actress. Her name is Ada, and she is on the new biker series, not the spin-off of Anarchy. And it's the one about the Hispanic biker gang. Oh gosh darn it! Come on, help me out, folks. I always forget this one. This is
The Mongols.
No, not the Mongols. They were originally busted for racketeering.
And I knew the president of the Mongols
Did you know?
at one time, Louis Gutierrez.
Really? How many deaths ago?
Early 70s.
Oh yeah, he was probably knocked off. Probably not living anymore. But no, not the Mongols.
Maybe he swims with the fishes.
Yeah, maybe so. But they have an M in it. I can't remember. Anyhow, she's a terrific actress. Done a whole bunch of the NCIS series. She's coming in the second half hour of tomorrow's Just a Tea show. So that's kind of the stuff that's going on tomorrow. All right. So what are we going to talk about today? All right. Well, look, I'm going to talk about something here that I got to talk about because it bothers me. And you know, what's bothering me is that Americans and America is giving our president no credit for anything good that he's done. And he has
They don't even give him the Trump card.
They not only do they not give him the Trump card, they don't give him any credit for anything he's done good. In fact, the only thing that they do is put him down. And if you really honestly step back from your emotional foonaniness and you look at what he has accomplished in 2 years, it'll blow your mind. The man is working. He's not perfect. But the thing is, not only are many Americans disrespecting our president, but they're disrespecting the office itself. Please tell me what is so wrong with building a wall and protecting you citizens in America. Can somebody tell me what's wrong with that? Tell me what's wrong with revamping and reorganizing and restructuring our immigration laws. Can somebody tell me what's wrong with that? Can somebody tell me what's wrong with making our military the most important, strongest piece of our government and our country so that it can protect us living here against all enemies? Is there something wrong with that? Can you tell me what's wrong with our military servicemen and women getting a pay hike? Can you tell me what's wrong with that? Can you tell me what's wrong with unemployment being so low? Can you tell me what's wrong with that? Can you tell me what's wrong with our economy booming and the stock market exploding and people making more money at their jobs because the employers have gotten the tax write-offs that they needed in this last revamping of our tax code? The trickle-down economics is happening. Can you tell me what's wrong with that? Can you tell me what's wrong with somebody taking home more pay? Can you tell me what's wrong with getting rid of people on welfare and cutting that back and getting people jobs and going and getting started again? Can you tell me what's wrong with that? Can you tell me what's wrong with making our country greater than any other nation in the world? They seem to be looking out for themselves. Why can't we look out for us? Can you tell me what's wrong with that? Can you tell me what's wrong with clamping down on the unfair tariff that we are being charged for our products and goods and services to be used in other nations? Can you tell me what's wrong with that? At least charging them what they charge us to bring their stuff here. Isn't that fair? Can you tell me what's wrong with that? Can you tell me what's wrong with North Korea and South Korea shaking hands, breaking up the demilitarized zone, and now they're going back and forth, and the possibility of nuclear war has been diminished tremendously? Can you tell me what's wrong with that? Can you tell me what's wrong with backing our police and our police services, our DEA, our border patrols? Can you tell me what's wrong with that? Can you tell me what's wrong with Donald Trump doing any of these good things? And I can go on, list after list after list after list. Can you tell me what's wrong with creating a space military that they signed today?
Here's this. I gotta go grab your
Thank you.
container.
Can you tell me what's wrong with that? No, I'm fine.
No hot sauce, nothing?
Nope. Tell me what's the problem with that? Is there really any problem with that? Shouldn't we be first in space, if there is space to be first in? Right? So what's wrong with that? What is wrong with these things that he's doing? What is wrong with all of the stuff that he's doing? Okay? Figure it out. Man, I don't get it. And I can go on for hundreds of other things that he's done. Can you tell me? He's hired more women than anybody in his cabinet. Can you tell me what's wrong with that? He's hired more African Americans than anybody in his cabinet. Can you tell me what's wrong with that? Can you tell me what's wrong with bringing God back into our nation and saying Merry Christmas and God bless America? What's wrong with that? What's wrong with these things? I don't know about you, but we haven't had that in quite a while. I didn't think he could tell me anything that's wrong with that. These 17 investigations that are going on now are ridiculous. Pretty soon they're going to start looking for parking tickets that he hasn't paid. Or maybe he forgot to pay his gardener that takes care of his house. Or maybe they're going to get mad at him because he didn't put new tires on his truck that he owned 5 years ago. You tell me what president hasn't been a man who's had a mistress.
Here you go, honey. Alright, so
Tell
now
me.
I'm leaving you and Jackie is taking over, okay?
I miss
Tell me
Jackie.
what's wrong with that.
She's not Carlos either, by the way.
We want Jackie.
Oh, now I see how you are.
Wait a minute. Jackie's taking over? We want Jackie.
We're on live.
We want Jackie. We want Jackie. We don't want Carlos anymore. We want Jackie. Jackie, baby. Wait a minute.
Ooh, baby, it's Jackie Blue.
Look what you're eating. Look at that. That's not fair, man. That is just evil. That is not fair.
Yummy, yummy, yummy. I got love in my tummy.
Look what I get to eat. I don't get to eat nothing like that. I got omelet, cottage cheese, fruit. That's what I got. He gets that. Look at this. Look at that. Look at that frosting right there. And the cake.
And it all comes together at Norms.
On the corner of Woodman and Sherman Way, you ask for Carlos. There's nothing wrong with Donald Trump. What's wrong with it is America. There's something wrong with America and Americans. You guys have been twisted and manipulated, and I don't care whether you're stinky Republicans or you're demon crazy Democrats. You've been twisted and manipulated to do nothing but hate and be angry and be violent. I've seen this happen over the last 45 years of my life in this country, and it's just sad. Give the guy a break. Let him fix the things that have been broken for so long. And then if you don't want him, vote him out in 2 years. Simple. All right, I'm going to eat. This is a Jesse T Show. Say bye, Dan.
Bye.
It's time to eat. Just a little quick something, remember. Don't forget about tomorrow. Live at 5. Jeanine Kasem is checking in. We're going to talk about the murder, possibly, of Casey Kasem. More details on the way on the Jesse T Show.